Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this month's 15 card spread that is going to give us an energy report of what we can expect this month. Now it's going to give us a theme of the energy everybody's going to be impacted by. Then it's going to show us what's hidden, what our choices are, where it's likely heading and on a natural way, and what we've already learned that we can apply to this month's energy. So it's a mix of prescription and prediction together, right? So it's like a weather report, and then what do we do? This is how we call it the prescriptive reading as well. Before we get to the reading, I just want to mention that my amazing course, Oracle Cards 101, the ultimate course to confidently read Oracle cards in just 5 minutes a day over 30 days, is now available in my store. It's super exciting, and there's gifts that you get when you buy the course. You get a free copy of my Wisdom of the Oracle card deck. The card deck's awesome. You get a library of original meditations made specifically for this course. And besides the course, you get 6 hours of extra pre-recorded training videos with me. There's a link somewhere here, so you just click on that link and I'll see you in the course. Now let's get going to the reading. Okay, so in the center are the 3 cards, and this is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle card deck that I did with amazing author Alberto Villoldo, all about the archetype of the shaman that all of us have been initiated into, like it or not, the past couple of years. So the stars in the sky is the main focal point of the entire month. Awesome. That means it is an unlimited potential and possibilities that are offered to us this month. We're not boxed in any way. Even if there are obstacles, even if there are things that are troubling us, it shows that we have the capacity to access something greater than. So this is one of the biggest pieces for the month of November. Resourcefulness and like the Horned Cactus and Gathering Round are the 2 cards that support this card. And that's all about resourcefulness and the power of community. So we don't do anything by ourselves this November, right? No matter what we're going through, we are doing it with others. And it's about gathering support, that unlimited potential and possibilities are opened to us when we stop being that island and thinking only of ourselves. We're thinking more in terms of us and we instead of me, I. Okay, so, and it's also it feels good. It's like, it feels like I can gather my people together. So it's less polarizing, even though typically in November, we're in Scorpio season, we're going deep, we're looking at, the shadow side of things as well, but we're rising up like the phoenix out of the ashes as well. So this is really profound for this month that we have help available to us in the form of our communities and our friends. Okay, now where are we likely heading just naturally from this month? So the 3 cards, the center card is the Eye of the Needle, which is about intentionality. So intentions, being really clear. So the energy asks us to be clear for our intention. What is our intention? Because we're going to start seeing the fruit of those intentions show up in the outer world. Are you sleeping already, Bizou? Flanked, Cosmic Womb and Lost Compass. We're going through this rebirth. I love the Lost Compass because it asks us to keep beside the Eye of the Needle, which is intention, is asking, what's my why? Like, what's the intention? Why is the intention important to me? Can I tweak it, right? So we know that we're seeing the fruits of our intentions. They aren't always positive. That's the whole point. Like, we can co-create a reality. We always think, oh, it's for the highest good, but sometimes we can co-create a reality that's not, right? And so it's asking us to look at that. It's a natural flow of movement into what am I giving birth to? Because this is the cosmic womb. The divine feminine is about birthing. It's got nothing to do with gender so much as it is. We probably need new language. I think next generation or 2 generations now will have a whole brand new language. But the idea is that there is divinity in what we're birthing, even if We're seeing that the fruits of our misshapen intentions for things that may have sprung out of our resentments or the shadow content. We're still seeing these things. Okay, there's hope no matter what, is what it says. This is natural this November. Now, let's take a look at what is hidden from us. Okay, so Crown Games, I always like this card because it talks about the right use of power, right? So what's hidden? What's going on behind the scenes that we're not really aware of, but we feel, we sense, we know. I love the Joyful Muse besides this because it's about inspiration, and the wall talks about obstacles. So it's not smooth sailing, and it tells us that energy already is present to us. We already know behind the scenes, we are recognizing that the way out of our obstacles when we are in the wrong use of power, because that's what the obstacle is. The obstacle is, when do we give away our power to other people? That's a perfect example of that. So say, for example, you're people pleasing, and then you're out of integrity when you're people pleasing, because that's also mirrors this card about integrity. And then you realize, like, wait a second, this isn't good for anybody. How do I change this? Which is the cosmic womb. This is the intentionality for the highest good of all, which we know works better for both people. So this is the kind of thing this side is talking about, is a regrouping about the way in which we create sacred boundaries for ourselves. We set boundaries with other people. We also recognize when we are not coming from an inspired place. And it's also remembering to have some fun. The Joyful Muse is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Same with Mark. My husband loves that card because it's really about remembering that inspiration comes from spirit, and spirit also wants to be playful. It doesn't always have to be so serious, even though this particular season, this month, this November, there are some serious things on the table for us to be looking at. Okay. Now, what do we already know? What is the information that's coming with us? These are lessons already integrated. Yay. We know treasures are hidden in the shadows. We know that this is good. So even if we find ourselves having made a mistake or having to clean things up, no problem. We know there's a treasure waiting for us to discover. There's a pearl from the grit, right? There's a pearl from the grit. The center card, though, is New Beginnings, which is Moon Maiden. So we know we're getting second chances. We already know we've done that. We've recognized that. And the Divine Matrix, which is the Galactic Mushroom. I love the card names that we picked for this deck. It's so cool. The idea that that we're part of this divine matrix of potentiality. We are powerful co-creators. We remember this. We know that if we're willing to do the shadow work, again, what happens in November? More shadow work. And we find the pearls there. We get an opportunity to start again. This is a lesson we've already learned and we've integrated, and it will help us move forward. Now here, these three cards are going to help us make choices this month. The Unmarked Trail. So this is about epiphanies. This is about revelations. This is about us recognizing, like, we might have an epiphany that we didn't know before. So we realize, oh, I just learned something new. Aha, with this new information, I will have a choice now. And the choice would be flanking either side. Surrender to what is, recognizing that. Say, for example, say you didn't know something, but it was hidden in plain sight in front of you, but because you weren't aware of it or wasn't important for you, you didn't notice it. And all of a sudden you notice it. Well, you have to surrender to life on life's terms. This is true. Well, what do I do about this new truth? So I have to surrender to it, recognize that, this is what it is, and then I can repair the veil, right? So this card says, this is about forgiveness, but it's really the technology of healing. And it's about cleaning house. It's about doing that inventory. It's about knowing that we can make the repairing work, that it's not futile, that it's very hopeful. So again, there's a lot of choices in here. Nothing is going to go 100% smooth. The minute the wall card came up over there hidden, we know we're going to bump up against a few things. I can kind of see the nature of it. But it's really important that we keep going and we keep peeling away that onion skin. In order for us to be reborn, we might have to unlearn a whole lot of things that we used to think was normal or was something that we just agreed on without ever asking, why did we agree to this? Like, why? So again, I love to remind everybody we need to think for ourselves. That cosmic blueprint that you're here to express is already in you. You downloaded it when you came here to this planet in this body. You have purpose. It's already built into you. And really, this is about this continuation of moving away that which is not part of that purpose, the stuff that we're conditioned to take on, the stories we took on as our own, we never asked why, you know, like all of these things that are getting unlearned at the moment are important for everybody to be happier. And that really sounds like very Pollyanna, but in fact, that's the whole point of this, is so that there's more of the everyone in the context here. And there's a lot of celebration. Again, a reminder, boundary setting, really important. Be careful about people pleasing and don't get overly judgmental if you've discovered something that you've been doing that isn't in alignment with these new revelations that you have about yourself and life. Stay out of that shame spiral, judgment of other people, any of that kind of harsher viewpoint. That's not supported this November at all. If you actually fall prey to that kind of behavior, just know you got to step out of it and recognize being a little bit more forgiving of other people and their process is really just going to be important. Okay. Thanks for watching. What a great month. I'm excited. I love Novembers, you know, and it's still this magical, mystical time of the year that I love. Up in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in autumn. I know people down under, you guys are in spring, but it is really one of my most favorite times of the year when you start to realize what must go, and what gets to sleep next. And then who do we become? Who do we become? What have we experienced all year? We're starting to get ready to make that inventory. Before we get going, I just want to remind you that my amazing course, Oracle Cards 101, the ultimate course to confidently read Oracle cards in just 5 minutes a day, over 30 days, is now available in my store. It's super exciting. You get a free copy of my Wisdom of the Oracle card deck. You get a library of meditations. And besides this course, woohoo, you get 6 whole hours of pre-recorded training videos with me that were live. Really good. You're going to want to watch those. The link is somewhere here. I don't know. And I'll see you next time. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. So great. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. We love seeing those thumbs up, 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 up. Take care. See you next time.